angry, disappointed, embarrassed. Any of those words that have similar meanings can all apply to how I feel about that performance on Saturday. Yeah. After I've thought about it for some time, I'm still pretty pissed off by it. I don't like the fact that we're flaunting around this whole now it's personal thing and, trying to fire everybody up for this season. That's super important. Oh, we're so ready for this game. All these guys remember last year that like they're wearing that, on their sleeves for this game. We have some dumb bullshit shirt that we wear before. I don't even know if we ever determined what the 20mm stands for.
You're still mad about that too?
But fucking dumbass shirt that you wear, and then you go and get just handled 70-35. Like, don't even compete.
Yep.
And also against that team and that university.
Yep.
The one freaking team that we care about beating the most on our schedule year in, year out. And you do that. You have that kind of performance. Just god awful, embarrassing, and just devastating. A devastating loss for this program.
Completely agree. Dustin, initial thoughts? I mean, are we gonna add to the curse word list on that one?
No, I'm not gonna waste my energy and effort on it. It was very disappointing and embarrassing. Like Brooks said, it sucks against that university.
Yeah,
especially not like the loss last year where they still kind of sucked and just beat us. Now they just embarrassed us and elevated themselves in the process.
Yep.
Kind of a little double punch there. But to kind of move us along to our next point, I think it's on the coaching staff and not as much on the players, because our game plan was shit rotten.
Yeah.
In that game.
Well, so I mean, go ahead and jump into it. I mean, as far as the coaching situation or decisions, what do you think was like the biggest fuck up for us? Biggest one.
That's easy. Rushing 3 guys, dropping 8, and our 8 was a soft ass 8.
Yep.
We were so soft. We were letting guys still get 10 and 12-yard crossing routes. Like, how is a 8-person zone still that open? And like, how? But then also, like, just to only rush 3, we gave their freshman quarterback all day to throw. That's why he only missed like 5 passes all game.
Yep.
Like, he had a great, clean, easy pocket all game. And the very few times we did try to dial up a blitz, Sarkisian knew it was coming and dumped it off, and we ran right past it. And so it was horrible defensive scheme going into the game, and then never adjusted.
Yep.
Literally sat there for 4 quarters and ate shit and got ran down and threw on all game like we didn't even know how to do anything else.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was that 3 on our D line the entire game that, I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head, was the complete biggest screw up for us the entire game. Whenever going into this, we knew that this was going to be a run heavy offense. Brooks
completely looked unprepared in that game, and we've talked about it. Our first quarters, we look like we're not ready to play. You come out in that first quarter, you look the same. You don't look like you're ready to play.
Right.
You look like you don't have any sort of game plan to defend them or stop them or do anything. And then, like Dustin said, they're just running it right through you. They're passing, dialing it up every play. You don't ever make an adjustment. You just are like, this is what we do, so we're going to keep doing it. Like, hey, this team is carving you up. Like, make some sort of adjustment.
And again, it's embarrassing, honestly, because I'll be watching the games down here, and obviously I'm a little bit outnumbered as far as like Texas Tech fans that I have like backing me up.
Yeah.
And I'm going into this game, I'm like, no, we have a shot. Like, our quarterback's been looking good, our defense has been holding up, and then I have to like tuck my tail the entire time and shut up because like my girlfriend's fucking SEC, my dad's SEC, my best friend is UT fan. Like, I had nothing left to like argue back to where I can be like, no, Tech can compete.
Where are you at after that kind of
it's
performance?
It is one game, but he still needs to take more. How do I put it? Like he needs to take more as a result of the loss. Like he needs to take more of the blame than I think he's actually getting. Because I think a lot of people are like, well, the defensive coordinator didn't change up the scheme, or the OC didn't do his blah 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 thing. He's not taking enough, in my opinion. And this is the one game that the entire alumni wants to see us compete in every single year. We could actually have a completely chalked up season, completely lose the entire season out, and if we beat UT every year, most of the alumni will be like, well, we beat UT. Yeah. Like that's how big this one game is. Like, compete. Just compete. Yeah. We've said it time and time again. Just fucking compete. And don't let them beat us by double, because we're not going to change up the defensive scheme.
Yeah, like you said, it's only one loss, but it's a very embarrassing bad loss that nothing was done. It is kind of questionable. You said that no adjustments were made. This is probably one of Keith Patterson's worst games, especially in the last 2 years, since he's kind of gotten a couple of his guys and the schemes kind of going. Especially like this year looked a little different. So I wonder how much of this game plan was him, or how much of it was Wells, or what the dialogue thought process was between those two. Because obviously it sucked. And yeah, it does go back on Wells at this point. Where that leads us into the year, I don't know, because you got to bounce back a lot in the next couple games, not just the next one game.
Yeah. And going into the next game, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, really hard to win over there. Brooks, thoughts on the coaching decision, man? I mean, what are your feelings about Wells right now, or even overall the coaching staff?
I'm going to be fully honest.
Oh, no. Fuck the refs. No, sorry. Go ahead.
Three seasons ago, when we hired Matt Wells, Dustin as well with me, we kind of planted ourselves on the Matt Wells Island. We planted our flag on that. And kind of looking back on it and how I feel now, I really firmly feel like I planted my flag on the anti-Cliff Island. And so, whatever coach we hired was going to be a coach that I was going to support, because it wasn't Cliff Kingsbury. Here we are 3 seasons later, and we got motherfuckers out here tweeting, I miss Cliff. Oh, we fired Cliff for this.
No.
And that kind of shows you how bad Matt Wells' tenure so far has been. You got these guys claiming for a coach who lost a lot. That tells you what Matt Wells has done.
They don't want to give Wells 6 seasons to keep trying the same bullshit.
It's not been good start, and like we've said a lot, I don't know what the fix is, but we want a team that I can show up on Saturday and I feel like we have a shot to win.
Yep.
I started to feel that way. I felt like we could have won that game on Saturday. And then you go out and you have that kind of performance. How the fuck am I supposed to believe in you as a head coach after that? Yep. After that performance? I'm like the highest I've been on him. And then you go and just get destroyed by Texas. How am I supposed to think that he's going to win any games the rest of the season? How am I supposed to believe in him this weekend against West Virginia? Like, he has a track record time and time again where he's proven he can't do it.
Yep.
And so I'm at that point now where the arguments for him being fired, I'm not going to fight those people who think that.
We do got to kind of move on here. And let's go ahead and look at the next topic here, which is Club Red's not open this week. I'm sorry, but that kind of a loss. Nobody gets invited in. None of you. But we do got to look at the next game, which is West Virginia at West Virginia. Virginia at home, 7-point favorite, so full touchdown favorite. UT was a 7.5. I don't know what to kind of place my bet on. Let's see, Dustin, go ahead and start us off here. Shot bet prediction, score prediction. What do you think is going to be the outcome of this game confidently?
Well, this is where I messed up last year and lost a lot of bets by staying too much of a homer. And so now I'm going to jump ship and go West Virginia in this game, because I have no confidence in our team anymore. And just like last year, they couldn't do anything. They couldn't cover. They could barely win any games. So I'm not going to lose shot bets over that, especially if the team's going to lose. So jumping ship, I'm going West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia, Mountaineers, sign me up for that. I got West Virginia winning 42-27.
20-point win? I mean, keeping them okay.
42-27. That's not
Oh
a
wait,
20
no,
point
what did
win.
that was bad math
No.
for me.
Bad math.
Yeah, I blanked.
I don't think we're gonna be able to bounce back. I haven't seen us be able to bounce back from a game like that yet, so I'm not definitely gonna put a bet on us to do it this time.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Dustin said, confident shot.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I hate to say it, but I'm with you guys on this one. West Virginia to win this one at home. They're one of the most dominant at home teams out there. I feel like, in my opinion, they play amazing there, and Texas Tech hasn't earned my confidence by any means after that performance against that university. Like, that's the one team you can't do it to.
Catch y'all at the next tailgate.